morning. I just realized I hit start without making my coffee. So, what on earth does that say? I am going to make coffee. I'll be right back. Back to life, back to reality. Bum, 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 bum. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. My convents had babies. Let's see if I can get a video of them. Oh, Dad's like, go away. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at your babies. You're in the way. not gonna hurt your babies. Look it, I'm going away. You won't even let Mom in right now. Little baby convicts. They won't last. Maybe one. I'm not gonna separate them. There's too many. I have too many big boys in the tank, you know. But I mean, that was bound to happen. Dad's like, get out of the way. Sorry, I missed your call. I just started YouTube. I'll give you a call in a little while. Love you. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Congratulations. That's exciting. Okay. What's going on? What deck do I want to use? I just almost said Peter Piper picked a pepper. Peter something. Peter Piper. That's my leaf. That's my leaf. I'm gonna raise you guys up. Figure out what decks I want to use. Did you guys have a nice weekend? Nice holiday weekend. Things that make you go, Well, I haven't used these in a while, and I do like them. They do talk. It's just not typically what I would well, that's not true because I grabbed them, right? So I also got my beach deck. That kind of seems appropriate for this time of year as well. Alright, and also hold on, I got my plants over here and I want these over here. Yeah, that would be a good idea. That's good. Awesome sauce. All right. I might do 2 reads because we have 2 different. I didn't even say anything this year. We do have 2 decks, so I am gonna do I might combine them depending on. Let me put you higher. Rest of May. I'm going to do the rest of May. Let's see what we're looking at. Rest of May, please. I have a deck of tarot cards with horns, hellfires, skulls, and Bibles. Which element is which? I forget the name of this fantasy deck, Path of Horror or Hand of Doom. I think it's the hellfire is fire. The horns is air. The skulls is earth. And water is the Bibles. I really thought it would have been the other way around. Okay. Okay. So we have the 4 of air and the 9 of air. I kind of wish you could see those better. Let me put on my flashlight. Come on, you don't want to work. All right. Four of Swords, 9 of Swords. Kind of, as of right now, for the rest of May, what I was going to say is the 4 of Swords, just kind of sitting back. I'm going to make this darker, actually. Sitting back. Could be anxiety, could be nightmares. It's, not doing much of a situation. When I was shuffling, I was thinking about the 4 of Swords. We also have the Death card. We have the Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups. There could be anxiety around a certain situation. We have the Death card in regards to this situation. It could be something. Let me take you higher. It might be a little quiet as the read starts, guys, because I haven't used this deck in a while and there's lots of depiction on it that I'm being pulled to. You do have a situation as of right now not moving forward. It's there, but it's stagnant. And with the Death card, it could be one of those situations where it's over and you got the 8 of Skulls, which is the 8 of Earth. Could have to do with going towards other things. You could be having dreams. I wouldn't go as far as nightmares. This doesn't look like a situation that is completely over just because the Death card is here. This is one of those I'm just hearing it could be one of those congratulations, rise of the phoenix, or something needs growth, or the way something was coming off or being projected. I don't know if this is like an oh no, what did I do? But I'm not getting that yet. With the Four of Swords, you have that the Nine of Wands and the High Priestess. Look at these cards. Wow. Let me take you higher. I don't know what song that is. Jump onto the electric avenue, something. All right. 18:23, 5 minutes. I don't know if there's something. I don't think it's timing. It's something in a book. I'm getting pulled to my that's my other horror deck that I haven't used in a while either. We have kind of defensible energy. Again, the horns are air. This can be anxiety. This can be nightmares. This could be, I'm hearing embellishment, anxious energy. And then you have the Nine of Wands as well. Almost, but it's not, I mean, look at it. There is nothing anxious about this energy. There's nothing guarded. And you have the High Priestess. So again, it could be secretive. I think this might have a lot to do with using your intuition in a certain scenario here in regards to whatever it is you're thinking about, they're thinking about. What am I not seeing? Okay, so you have the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. This is Hellfires. So it is representing, good morning. It is representing... Why did I use this damn deck? It's a lot of feminine energy over here. It could be two women. There could be a karmic energy still lingering. Because something here does need to end. But it does feel like residual energy. Is that a word? Am I saying it right? Residual energy. Energies from the past. Energies lingering. Like somebody's still holding on to a karmic energy here. But there's a different type of connection as well. So it's almost like something here will remain stagnant until somebody releases a karmic energy. Person, place, or thing. To me, could be women. And that doesn't mean they're sleeping together. This could be you too, like a best friend from college or high school or something, and you're holding resentment or something. There's so much in this story they want to show me. But I'm almost getting the Six of Swords with that little boat there. The Queen of Wands is not much intimidated. I mean, here she looks seductive. She's playing with fire. She has all the elements around her. Kind of looking tired. But she's not. The way her legs are positioned, it's almost kind of like ready to go. And not in a sexual way, just in general with the energy, being the Queen of Wands. Ooh, the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. This could be new love, a new beginning, a new chapter. Got the Three of Horns, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So again, there is something karmic here with the Three of Horns. You know, it could be sorrow. It is swords. Sorrow, disappointment, your end, their end, things that you're possibly working on. But like I said, it's like going right towards that. It's almost more temptation, possibly sexual energies. There is disappointment surrounding this scenario. Tell me about Two of Cups. You have the Fool and the Eight of Wands. So you do have an incoming message. Or if this is a message you already sent out, this looks like it's more incoming from somebody. It could be disappointing, but this is more exciting, especially with the Fool and the Death card, because it's letting something go. It's letting a chapter go too. There is a karmic person here with these cups, but the Bibles, like it's almost like the way she's holding the book, somebody else is reading something. This one's down here. I'm just seeing all the water and the skulls, but the skulls are earth, so I like that too. Love you. Oh, look at the tower. Hi. Did you sleep good? Good. Good. Love you.
I love you.
So as this week progresses, And it's, you know, I think I started, I don't know, 18, now we're at 31. Okay, so I knew this was going to happen. Well, I didn't know. It just, sometimes it just happens, guys. And you feel that vibe. And it's just that type of deck of card where you're able to see the story or the scenario, the energies a different way. So there is a lot of apprehension, possibly surrounding this. Tower, Ten of Skulls. Tell me about the Death card. Oh, there's an ant. Right on the Death card. With the Emperor. So the start of your week or the end of the week, however this wants to work out for you. 9 of Bibles. Look at it. Would have been 999, guys. But there's something significant with the number 9 for you, which is an ending. If you get to the 10, you've exhausted certain things when it comes to let's just say certain energies. When it comes to the 9 of Cups, this is, you know, is it happiness or are you better off? You could be dealing with an Aries energy. To me, this just represents a masculine. They could be married. They could be a business owner. It is the Emperor, somebody who likes to take control of certain situations. I'm hearing there's a different narrative. I am liking this energy though. So I don't know if you're in darker energy right now. And just because you're in darker energy does not mean, you know, like you're a bad person, you're giving off bad vibes. You're rocking with an energy that is productive for you in this certain situation. Because if you were to look at the regular Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, you know, the 8 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, it does kind of lighten the situation up a little bit more. But here, it's passion, it's creativity, it's new beginnings, it's red. Red can be very symbolic this week. I really didn't think I was going to go for this deck at all, guys. So I am a little shocked. So that is sign. Red is also seductive. It's the color of Mars. I just heard it's the color of your hymen, which would be more pinkish when you bleed. Maybe loss of virginity. There's something with loss of virginity here. There could be a possibility of a pregnancy if you don't want one. You know, protection. I know sometimes, I've gotten pregnant on birth control twice. So, well, once. The depot shot. My kids, I'm like, you don't use it. They've been using the rod. I've never used the rod, so I don't have suggestions for you. You know, your nurse, I'm getting pulled to like your nurse practitioner, that type of energy, your doctor, your OBGYN, to discuss alternatives. Because even if you're on birth control, this speaks more of feelings, love, loss. Maybe you're worried or anxious you're going to lose a child. I don't see a loss of a child here. I see that there could have been a loss of a child here. Maybe somebody got pregnant when they, you know, first had sex, and damn, that would suck, huh? But hey, congratulations if you saw that through. That would be fucking wild. It happens. Or the first time you hook up. I mean, I'm not getting that as a huge vibe, guys. It is there. I'm hearing airing out the dirt, the dishes. I don't know. Let me just pee. I'll be right back. And then I want to use my other deck. Which one is it? Well, this one's still talking. Let me just pee. It was right there, the Capicorn. I guess I was playing with the decks. I wasn't playing with the decks yesterday. I was putting things together. I was putting things together. And I'm surprised I even put those decks with the other decks. But hold on. Okay. Sorry, I have a trillion things to do. Let me take you higher. I think it is slide onto the electric avenue or something like that. I'm not really positive. Okay, so I like this deck a lot too. So again, red, passion, creativity. You might want to work with fire. I mean, something. There's a lot of passion here in the midst of something. You know, I don't know if this was new love, old love, something resurfacing with the Ace of Cups. But with the Wheel of Fortune, you also have the Three of Swords, right? So somebody could be looking at you as seductive, tempting, someone who has, you know, options. I'm just hearing skills, intellect. The High Priestess does have those qualities. Somebody who's also spiritual. So there's energy lying still. With the communication and the Fool with the Two of Cups, it could be something that resurfaces. But the Emperor here, I do like this Emperor. This Emperor is wise. But the way it's sitting with the Fool energy, even though it's not linked, but it's all in the same thing, somebody who's very determined. I don't know if you're dealing with a girly girl, because I keep getting pulled to like my nails. I chopped a lot of them yesterday. For some reason, I thought that was like dirt underneath. I've been gardening and camping. But it has to do with the read. Red nails, red lingerie. Yeah, see, that's a very seductive energy here. Where's my decks of sexual energies? I'm not, if this is work related, you might love it. You're stepping into something new. It's just telling me that there is a woman, there is an energy that is karmic, that somebody is still attached to. Somebody's ex, somebody's, you know, maybe they were getting advice from somebody, or this person just, you know, comes and goes. You know how we leave doors open. You know, you got the Seven of Cups, which, you know, talks about options. Here it's more, because when I talked about options and stuff like that, it wasn't even out. I was going to explain to you. It's just, it's a sense, it's a feeling. This could, I wanted to clarify. You know what? I'm going to use this deck to clarify. So what other sexual energies are out there? Six of Fire, which is, you know, moving along. You got the Four of Air. So you do have the Four of Air over here as well. I want to say the Seven does belong somewhere over here. It's ironic because in this Death card, I did see that little boat that kind of drew me to the Six of Wands. It could be New York, it could be Staten Island. You could have to take a boat back and forth. You could work on a boat, duck tour. You know, in this, Boston has a duck tour, I think. Still, it's not actually going out and seeing ducks. It's just something that looks like, anywho, city, something with city. Somebody could be watching porn, film. Maybe somebody is in a porn. Maybe somebody is addicted to porn. So I'm getting film, like in a film, or there's something you guys watch together. I know a lot of readers are against porn. Whatever floats your boat. I don't have an opinion. It's just like drinking when they say like spirits. I'm not gonna get into the whole. I'm not getting into all of it. I have different viewpoints when it comes to things. You want to watch porn? Watch porn. If somebody's obviously excessively watching porn and jerking off and or playing with themselves and you're not having sex, different fucking story. This is more seduction. I honestly, it could be you, but it really does feel, there's just a karmic energy. I don't know if you left this door open or somebody else did. It's like an amp of energy. It's the Knight of Fire. That is and there's the Emperor. That is a fast energy that, you know, if the Ace of Wands was here, it's kind of like a good chance you can have a great night of sex or a one night stand, friends with benefits, or just a good night of sex. But I'm getting no. Like that passion, that creativity. I am getting pulled to passion and creativity with all this red. And when I was camping, red is definitely a color this week, because when I was camping, Lonnie put on a red sweatshirt. And for a minute, I didn't even know who it was until she like really turned her head. I've never seen her wear red. I look awful in red. I worked for the Red Cross. I know what I look like in red. I wore it for years every day. Red just doesn't suit me. I've had other people say, yeah, you know, but I don't have a little red dress. You know, I'm just not drawn to the color, but somebody here loves red. It's more of a feeling too, though. Tell me about the Emperor, please. This Six of Wands, you know, you could have somebody. This is almost like a little intimidation here too, as if she's groping him. And he's just like, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, what are you doing later? Let's move this forward. So I'm not sure if this is a you thing or a them thing, but I did feel it with this Death card. And then you have Strength, and she's hugging a penis. Okay. But that means the devil was obviously lurking. I'm not seeing something toxic. With all this red, red flags, yada yada. I'm not looking at it like that. It's more of a borderline. But see, it's almost like entrapment with the Eight of Swords there at the bottom of the deck with Strength. Like a control thing. Someone likes to be in control or wants to control a certain situation here. So there needs, I will tell you towards the end of the week or whenever this is, if it already started for you, if this is something that's already happened, you might want to worry about obsession, or maybe this is like, okay, I am getting obsession, but I am getting with this energy here with the Emperor and the Strength, but she's just clinging to his penis. Like it's with the Fool being here, there could be sexual energies, telepathic energies. If somebody's focused on you and they're masturbating, you might feel it. It could be turning you on. It could be creeping you out, wondering why this is happening. Or somebody's hoping, like, you reach out and be like, oh, do you feel me? Or it's or somebody's going to use somebody else in like a controlling manner woman or male. I don't think this is somebody's fear. I think this is literal. It already happened, or it's an energy that wants to still linger. But if you ask me, this has been lingering for too long, whatever this is. Like, if it's a karmic relationship, it's a person, place, a thing, something's lingering here for sure. Especially, you have the Four of Air twice. It's not really doing anything about it, but you got the High Priestess in the sense of it could be secretive. It could be something that gives you anxiety. Let me take you higher, walk onto the electric avenue. I want to say that's the song. I'm not positive if anybody else knows. Is it love, baby? Don't hurt me no more. But with the Ace of Cups here, it's definitely a feeling, but it's new. It's a newer love. Maybe somebody was hoping something would go in their direction, or somebody would feel a certain way, or this was you. But if that's the case, it was just sexual. So, if you have a decision to make this week and it has to do with meeting up with somebody, talking to somebody, there's other alternatives. Okay, I just got pulled to 2 men too, so I don't know. Let's just say I'm singing like all the comics in the world, a lovely girl, right? Something like that. But all the karmics in the world. I don't even have the world card, but I feel like I just saw it in one of these cards. And because you do have an incoming message, but don't be a fool. Because it's sexual. If someone's doing something sexual. And it might come out of nowhere with the Tower being at the bottom of the deck, or the Tower was at the bottom of the deck. It could possibly... It's almost like the Tower should have came out, but it didn't. Because somebody doesn't want the Tower to come out. Somebody's avoiding the Tower. There is upsetment. There is upset energies in regards to a certain situation or an upcoming message. Maybe somebody wants a restart. Maybe somebody wanted to reconnect. But if somebody wanted to reconnect, it was probably just sexual. And if it's intellectual, you wouldn't have gotten that interpretation, or you're not going to get that interpretation. So just know, there is other options out there. So if you feel like somebody's hitting you up in this energy and you're like, use your best discernment. Tell me about this strength card. Strength, please. This deck is choppy. You have the Seven of Earth and the Emperor. So you got the Emperor twice. This is confirming it's the Emperor. That's like a priest or High Priestess energy, but she's touching herself. She's masturbating. Somebody's sneaking in. Somebody's watching. But this is basically telling you with the Seven of Pentacles too, where do you want to invest your energy? Do you want to invest your energy in the Emperor? Because this could be exhausting. And again, this could be sexual magic. I said it probably about 5 or 10 minutes ago. If you could feel somebody masturbating, you might be able to feel that from the other energies, vice versa. They could be trying to call somebody in, but they're calling you in. shit like that happens. So do be careful where you want to invest. I'm not seeing this Emperor as one of those emperors where I talk about it with you guys sometimes and I'm like, oh, nobody wants that one, right? This one, actually, there's something about it. They have a good soul, but this could still be a lot of ego. Like, somebody's ego has to be taken. Like there still needs to be growth in a certain situation if it's in regards to partnership. If you are partnering up with a karmic energy right now, that's not good in the sense, especially if it's has anything to do with business, because you did have the Eight of Pentacles that wanted to come out as well. You know, you're talking to the wrong person, sleeping with the wrong person. Some certain energies come in and it's the wrong person. Does it feel right? Or it's this. And, you know, you're getting along because the energies are amped and it feels like, oh, whoa, you know, no, you're going to get slammed. Someone here is going to get slammed. I don't know. Yeah. There is definitely the energies of like a spiritual working here in regards to the sevens. With your major arcana, you have High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, the Emperor, the Strength, and Death card. That's a lot of endings, and the Fool doesn't always represent new beginnings. It can with this Two of Cups, but it just feels like something that's just lingering, but it was just sexual. And maybe, you know, it could have been a little bit of a turn on or a turn off. This looks more of a turn on, but this also looks like, again, like, I wouldn't say spell work. You could have people doing spell work here, but like this is somebody who could be, you know, cocky as fuck and I have the best dick ever type thing. And, you know, but that can turn into obsession. So, but it doesn't feel like, oh, my nose is itching. It doesn't feel like chicken tonight. I haven't said that in a while. Years, actually, guys. I want to say I used to say that. So this is something that's been in and out of somebody's thoughts for years. Do be careful with any energy you're investing yourself in this week, even if it's just text messaging, guys, with the Eight of Air here, with the Eight of Fire, sorry, with the Messenger. And the Fool's like a new beginning, but it's sexual. Maybe this is something you turned down. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Maybe you thought this all it was. You got the Ace of Cups twice. So you do have, there's the Queen of Wands. Yes, somebody has something to say. You do have, yes, you're very seductive though. Just, do you want to invest in this situation? Because I don't know if somebody can give you all of them right now. Because there's still a karmic attachment. It's like somebody's still disappointment from a past. Somebody's still disappointed from an ex, you know, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, ex-lover, ex-friends with benefits, you know, ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, etc. Like somebody's still holding on to that disappointment, but somebody still wants you to invest in a certain situation. And I'm not really feeling that, like, that's like, I'm getting wicked karmic. It doesn't feel wicked. Wicked karmic, wicked. There could be something with, I'm hearing lineage. There could be something with salutations. I just got pulled to Charlotte's web. What are the odds of being pulled to Charlotte's web right here? But Charlotte creates a web. She'll build a web and she'll create one. This could be somebody who is craving you, lots of desire. Again, it could be that sexual energy, but with the disappointment or the heartache or whatever this was or is or whatever's going down, it just feels more nonchalant. Somebody might come in and want to move something forward really quick because they don't want you to have options. Just be careful who you do choose to entertain. All the way up. I forget what song that is. All the way up. But I'm not getting like a bad vibe here. Like typically I'd be like, oh, hell no. But this, it's almost like someone's craving somebody or they're holding in a secret. And it could be that, somebody really does care for you. They do want more and it's hidden. But if this is somebody not telling you or expressing or yada yada, then, and you think this is your read, then sayonara. Doesn't Charlotte say that too? Salutations. But it's almost like hi. And I don't really see it as obsessive if it's healthy. I just can't tell if it's healthy. All I'm getting is there is a spark. I wouldn't even say a spark. There's feelings with the Ace of Cups twice and the Two of Cups for sure. But it's over now. It must have been, but I lost it somehow. If it is like that, you didn't lose it, and if you did lose it and you're dealing with a dick, it wasn't love. So don't put yourself in that limo. Like, oh, yeah, don't be that person. Be smart. If this energy has something to say and they haven't said it, it looks like they will. But it's maybe in June. It is the end of May. Wow, I can't believe May went by that fast. Some of you will hear from this person this week or going into June. There could be something with July. Tell me, this is what's kind of confusing, and I don't think it's confusing you, but with the Seven of Cups, it could cause confusion for somebody, but to me, this isn't, one sees something clearly, like it's not confusion on somebody's end. So be careful, like you don't have a karmic situation, like somebody trying to confuse you, somebody trying to trap you, because you did have the Eight of Swords here, but that could just be like this energy feeling stuck. They really want to go after this energy, but it's more sexual. And maybe this is saying, okay, so maybe I don't go that route. That, telling you, there's just someone's clearly not saying something, but don't be that person where it's like, oh, I know who this is, I know what they're thinking. I've been there and done that, guys. It's not worth it. It doesn't get you anywhere. And I'm sorry to act like I don't have faith here. This isn't about me personally. This is me and my experiences, and I would rather love 100 times and lose 100 times than to not feel that feeling of love, because I love to love. Okay. I love that feeling of seduction. It's a beautiful feeling. But if this is just a sexual situation for some, it's not worth it. This doesn't look like a rebound situation. But I will tell you, whomever's thinking of you over here, when it comes to this anxiety, and it could be a female that has anxiety and you back out of a situation. But to me, this doesn't feel like a feminine energy. It feels like it's coming from a masculine energy. So I don't know if the masculine thinks is a feminine here playing games. I'm not getting that at all, especially with the Death card. This is somebody who is in control of their energy, and somebody could think somebody else has other options. It's just going to end up in disappointment. You get that spark, and the next thing you know, it's like it's over, or it only lasts for so long. Because with all the red too, and I'm yeah, see, someone has something to say. The female can be interpreting it like this, and they just don't want to put themselves in a situation, because I'm getting like karma energy, like, oh, it'd be nice to see this person again, or but then all of a sudden, I don't know if you're picking up on somebody else's situation, or if somebody thinks you're trying to fuck with them. I don't know what somebody thinks here. All I know is that you have a very rational feminine energy here. And then there's karmic energy. Like somebody is still holding on to like somebody who hurt them, or they're still talking to them. They're still communicating with them. And that's just going to be a disaster. But some people, find out the hard way. Like, I tell you guys plenty of times, I want it, I go after it, whether I get rejected or not. If I'm in this energy and I want to feed myself, I'm going to fucking feed myself. I'm a grown-ass fucking woman. And there's nothing wrong with that. But this doesn't look like that scenario. I don't know if somebody like wants you to obsess over them. If this is somebody obsessing over you and they're nervous that they're going to lose you because there's no action being put into this. There's no effort being put into this. Who knows what somebody else's brain is right now, because the cards aren't saying. This could be somebody who's like shocked. Like, oh, this person used to X, Y, Z and yada, yada. What's the vibe? What's the incoming vibe with this? Harvester. An unexpected truth will soon be revealed. Necessary. What is that? Where's my glasses? My other ones. I need my magnifying glass that I have no idea where it went. An unexpected truth will soon be revealed, necessitating a reassignment of truth, assessing relationships. Wow. I literally was just speaking that to you guys. So there's some extra confirmation for some of you, and it's almost like the devil what horns here, like the which is air. So again, this is kind of extra confirmation for you in the sense of I just got pulled to my quartz. I think it's on my bed. Odd. That's odd. I found it though. This could be somebody wants you to trust them again. Somebody wants you to invest in them, or this is somebody who definitely wants to invest in you. But the thing is, it's like you wouldn't even know it. So I don't know if this is something you're manifesting, somebody else is manifesting. Careful what you wish for. What are you manifesting here? What is it you want out of a certain situation here? Because let's not forget this karmic energy. Like somebody still needs to release a karmic energy that they're holding on to. And someone wants to be with you, but they want you to wait. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. I don't know if they're going to say anything like that, or somebody definitely wants you to wait, or they want to give you like a, I don't know what type of message you're going to get here. Heroism lies in the willingness to sacrifice for the greater good. Fear nothing and embrace destiny. Okay, so you do have a certain situation here. It is nervous. Maybe this person is worried that you're going to interpret it a certain way. They're not projecting it. Whatever this is, you don't know what this is yet. Even if you have an idea, this might be somebody from your past coming back in that wants to be with you. You haven't heard from them in a while. Very secretive, very quiet. But it is a spiritual energy with the High Priestess here, which is nice. because it's smart. This could be you deciding not to have a one night stand. You're done with friends with benefits. You're done. This, because if I see this, your creative energy comes within, like in the sense of if you're creating something, you have this Fool, you have this new energy, then yes, excitement, letting something flow, investing in something or someone. But there is a destined situation here, I think, that you are unaware of. You might meet up and get a coffee. Maybe this person thinks it's, it's all about sex. Or you think, it's all about sex and it's someone wants to lock you in. But I'm not getting that necessarily like in a bad way. It's in a good way. Tell me about this Two of Cups, please. What is this Two of Cups? Inner connection, listen to your inner voice in decision making and daily interactions. Trust your intuition. So your intuition, and again, I did mention intuitive energy over here. Your intuition, siren song, listen wisely. Let's get one more for the Two of Cups with this inner connection, because it's telling you to trust your intuition here. So this is like really connecting with something. This is, or someone, but it's a thought. It's a thought process. It's not taken. It's not taken. Interaction, thought process, trust your intuition. Money waves. The waves of greed are frivolous and deep. Avoid the lure of quick gain. If there is money in a situation here with this Two of Cups, careful, because this could be somebody even approaching you. It could be somebody who watches you. This could be somebody who wants you on film. This could be somebody who wants you as a trophy wife. This could be somebody who, it's just, okay. So if my spiritualists, let's put it this way, if my spiritualists put themselves in a situation where they stopped something, they paused something, to me, you're doing what's best for you. You're moving away from a certain situation that could hold you up. Then we have another situation. Yeah, because if somebody might be coming at you just for money, that could just be like a random side note, or somebody that, feels confident in a situation or has money and now feels almost, I'm getting like the opposite. It's almost like somebody feels like they could take better care of you, give you what you want, what you deserve. But there's got to be something here that throws you off about it. Listen, yeah, definitely listen to your intuition here, because I'm not getting like the best vibe. Seven of Bibles, which is the Seven of Cups. So now you have that twice. You now have 777. So something's out of your hands here, but at the same time, it's like here, there's only like one option. All the other ones need to be chopped out. This could be more, love and money are two of the most powerful things on this universe. And someone, could choose love, the other chooses money. They think money will bring them love. They think money will bring them happiness, or whatever the case may be. I'm kind of the opposite, where if I struggle to get there and I succeed, amazing, right? It's just, but I choose love. I want to do something I love. You put passion into it. You put a lot of work into it. You might create something. Be careful here, because you might create something and you want to make a quick decision. And here's that Knight of Fire again. Do not make a quick decision here. If it comes to money, there's other options. Like, I know within the last couple weeks, if you were starting a business, I've been saying for a good month now, it's a good time to launch, do something. This can be different offers. And if this isn't work, this is, two different men, two different women that are trying to offer you something. But be careful, because one of them comes with strings attached. So there is two karmic women here and two karmic men. I don't know how involved they are, but they are here. It is the past, but some people still talk to people. They interact, and sometimes you're just better off just leaving the connection exactly where it is, with no explanation, no, because this is an energy that this energy doesn't need closure. There's a lot of growth here. Like, someone doesn't need closure here. This is somebody that's just able to move forward. And that usually comes with dealing with the same person over and over and over, same outcomes over and over and over. Do I see there's a situation here where somebody wants this outcome to change? Yeah, absolutely. But no one's doing anything about it right now. It's whatever it is kind of like on hold. I don't know if somebody is choosing money over love. I will tell you, and this is 100% fact, and I'm just, learning it as like as I get older too, in the sense of I just got sidetracked. They're gonna sidetrack me. I already got pulled to see what it is I said. I don't know if this is something you need to drop, if it's something you've already dropped. There, I am seeing two men, and I can tell that there's multiple women. There's multiple people here that shouldn't be here because it's, but it's lingering.
Are you struggling with depression? You may be eligible for a new plan.
One option, all the other ones need to be chopped out. This could be more, love and money are two of the most powerful things on this universe. And someone, could choose love, the other chooses money. They think money will bring them love. They think money will bring them happiness. So whatever the case may be, I'm kind of the opposite, where if I struggle to get there and I succeed, amazing. Right? It's just, but I choose love. I want to do something I love. You put passion into it. You put a lot of work into it. You might create something. Be careful here, because you might create something and you want to make a quick decision. Here's that Knight of Fire again. Maybe somebody feels more secure, but you do have an energy here that do not make a quick decision here. If it comes to money, there's other options. Like, I know within the last couple weeks, if you were starting a business, I've been saying for a good month now, it's a good time to launch, do something. This can be different offers. And if this isn't work, this is, two different men, two different women that are trying to offer you something. But be careful, because one of them comes with strings attached. And it's definitely, there is two karmic women here and two karmic men. I don't know how involved they are, but they are here. It is the past, but some people still talk to people. They interact, and sometimes you're just better off just leaving the connection exactly where it is, with no explanation, no, because this is an energy that this energy doesn't need closure. There's a lot of growth here. Like, someone doesn't need closure here. This is somebody that's just able to move forward. But then there's like a halt. Somebody, and that usually comes with dealing with the same person over and over and over, same outcomes over and over and over. So, yeah, somebody might have a lot of love for you guys, but there is still a karmic in the picture. It doesn't mean they're together. It doesn't mean they're sleeping together. They're probably talking like, oh, we're just going to try to stay friends, yada, yada. No, it's toxic as fuck. So it's going to ruin a different connection. Like, the strings have to be cut. Like, there is an energy here of a woman and even a man. So probably from like each of you guys' past, that's still lingering. It seems to be more of the feminine energy, like, oh, we're friends, this and that. But it's like, no, it's so much more than that. It has to be cut off. And until that gets cut off, this could be something that is put on hold. Others of you, this person will step forward and try to work things out with you at the same time of letting another energy go. But it's also somebody who wants you to wait. So I don't know how you feel about that. Are you going to put, just whatever you do not put your life on hold and wait for somebody. If you're willing to, still talk and interact and have a connection and all that in the midst of it, then yeah. But right now it doesn't seem like it's going to work, because someone here, maybe somebody was hoping to entrap you a different way. Maybe there's somebody here that thinks you're really dumb and naive. They can just come back in. What I do like about it is that whomever's here, some of them are assessing relationships, which is kind of the point here, in the sense, choosing the right person, interacting with the right person. If doors are kept open, it's just going to ruin something, because somebody still has a door open to a past, and I think it's a feminine or past pain. But to me, the door is open, and it will mess up the Two of Cups. So I don't even think Spirit will let this happen. No, Spirit's going to let it happen. So I don't think it's a good thing, guys. I really don't. I think this might even be that karmic energy, as I'm reading it as you and them. I kind of, for a split second, is reading it as them, and they're about to fuck up. It could mess with somebody's money. So be careful if you're creating and you're bringing in money, and it has to do with money, has to do with your future, your harvest, your income, your retirement, whatever it may be. Be extremely careful here, because somebody still has, there's a woman here that still has options open, and they're definitely keeping the doors open. You guys could just be friends, and it's all good, but this isn't good. This is an energy that's definitely lying to you. They like that. There's obsessive energy here. It's kind of disgusting. That's how karmic it is, unfortunately. So this will get fucked up. The karmic energy that they're allowing in their life, if they don't make the right decision soon when it comes to cutting off a certain energy in order to interact with you, the Spirit's not having it. And there is something destined here. So if you do choose the wrong path, be careful, because you're also messing with your money. Again, it could be a situation where somebody feels like they can provide for you now, X, Y, Z. So there is positivity here. I guess it just depends on how this message comes across, how you feel about this situation. Because right here, right now, Watching the world go down in history. And I mean, there could be somebody here where there's a legendary partnership. It could be at work as well. This could be somebody that can possibly help you get something off the ground. If this was somebody that you were sexual with before, I would cut those sexual ties off, especially if it has to do with business. It could be both, but I would definitely be wary. Well, Spirit's saying no. So some of you, there is a connection here that is going to resurface. This is somebody who has a lot of sexual desire for you. Whatever this is the beginning of something. What is this Ace of Cups? You definitely have a spiritual connection with somebody here. You have a power play. Manipulating the situation behind the scenes. Guiding the course of events. Stay calm. Yeah, see, there's another female here that wants to make a power play. It's somebody wants to remain in somebody's life, but it's not good. It's toxic. It's not a good scenario. Even if you guys are like, oh, I think I know who she might be talking about, this and that. Was this person here for you when you were at your lowest? I don't think so. I don't think this has to do with forgiveness. I think this is like you weren't there. So why are they still there? Time crossroads. You will soon arrive at the temporal crossroads where a significant decision will shape your destiny. Choose your path wisely at this time of junction. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups, like choose wisely here. There is, like I said, there is options. So that tells me you can choose someone that could be, I'm hearing the love of your life. What's the love of your life? Love of your life. What song is that? I'm not singing it right. There's someone here that could be the love of your life. Or there's a karmic energy where it will just be a shit show for some of you by allowing this other energy to interfere. Others of you, if you make a smart decision together, you're on the same page, you kind of know what's going on, you're okay with this, whatever's happening, you'll be fine. There is a destined split in the road here, though. Because you do have this new exciting feeling of love. But it also, you could have been hurt by this person because it does feel like a resurface. Others of you choose new. Maybe there is new and this person knows they're new and they only want you around because it's almost like somebody's not ready but doesn't want to let you go. So that's not going to work unless there's a massive conversation here. But again, there is something destined. there is all this anxiety on the board, being very defensible, but it's kind of uplifting. It's almost like empowering a different energy and within yourself, and you're trying to control when you want to open a door or shut a door, with the wheel being here. You're trying to control yourself. You don't want to catch feelings. Maybe this is, I'd rather just be seductive, yada, yada, yada. I don't see it that way at all. Maybe somebody else is coming off that way, and even if you're coming off that way, it would be your aura, guys. It wouldn't be silly temptation. So there is a destined path that is going to happen this week. There is a full moon at the end of the month, right? Probably has something to do with that, getting you on track. Because, again, you have the Four of Swords twice here. With the, Nine of Wands and the High Priestess. You can't overpower the High Priestess energy. It's here. Somebody put themselves here. And yes, it could be hidden, but this is still a person. The High Priestess, please. Page of Bibles, Page of Cups. They got feelings. The Knight of Cups. So you have the Knight of Cups. You got the Knight of Earth and the Knight of Fire. Earth usually, moves slow. It is that Four of Air energy, but there's passion, there's a desire. So this is a masculine, like putting something on hold intentionally, and it has to do with feelings. So somebody could, really like you. Somebody actually wants a connection to build, to stay solid, remain solid. But you're not even there yet. This is just kind of like an incoming. I would have sworn this was the feminine energy down here, but it's the masculine. Hiding how they feel for someone. And it could be them making a power play here, and thinking they're choosing. See, they can even mess up in the midst of this too. And make the wrong decision. I will say, I think this is what I was saying, and maybe I messed up, or maybe that's why I was like, I'll go back and watch the video, and I didn't even get to the end. Money and love are the two most powerful things on this earth. If you don't find the balance, you won't succeed. So if you're going to push someone away because of money, that relationship's not going to succeed. If you push someone away because you're nervous about certain feelings, certain energies in your life you won't succeed. It's life, and especially when there's like a destined course and somebody here kind of knows what they want, but they're not going after it, it will fuck up your destiny. But I wouldn't worry about that, because this is more of it's not even a projected energy. It's just telling me what's happening. It's not productive at all. They could be productive doing their own thing over here, but over here, it's not productive. You're keeping energy stagnant when energy's supposed to move. So again, if other aspects of your life are moving and they're excelling and they're evolving, if you're going to leave something behind, but it's it's on your mind, it's grabbing your attention, but you said, hey, I'm going to wait and I'm going to do this first. If this is something extremely meaningful, please incorporate it. Because if you don't, it does look like an ending. And Spirit knows these things. Spirit knows, certain decisions, or they should go in this path, or this person's uncertain. But there's something here where somebody is almost certain of you, but you'd have no idea. They kind of just treat you like an option, or you're just another page in the book. And honestly, you might not even know what this is, because this energy is not doing anything. They're just, sitting around. I guess my only concern would be if this is you guys, like my spiritualist, if something comes towards you and there's a possibility it's not karmic, you want to work on both at the same time. So it's almost like somebody, I wouldn't say there's a lesson here, I think, because somebody already has insight. Maybe your insight is a little blurred right now. What is going on? Or this is just, I keep getting pulled to faith with the fire, because it's creativity, it's passion, it's faith, it's going with the flow, it's excitement, it's adventure. It represents a lot of things. So be careful when you invest, because it's telling you trust your intuition, but avoid the lure of quick gain. There's a lot of allure here, but it's more in a sexual way. But be careful here with your assets, because do not go in with somebody. If this is a friend, somebody you haven't slept with, okay. If this is somebody you've had past interactions with where it didn't work, I'm guessing this person would know who this is. So I am seeing justice here. What else was the pile over here? As if right decisions will be made. The Queen of Cups. So it does involve the Queen of Cups, which is very loving. You have 2 cards of Cancer here with the Chariot and the 3 of Hellfire. So it does speak of like the future. Somebody sees this energy of the Queen of Cups in their future. But it's almost like, okay, I can see you in my future, but I'm going to put you on hold while I deal with something else. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. It can work like that, and it does work like that if you make the choice to have it work like that. But this is finding balance, and the balance isn't even here yet. But I can tell you right now, this is about finding balance. And if you haven't figured that out, that might be something you want to work on when it comes to love and money. Like, you have to find the balance. If you've never been able to find the balance and now you're just starting to like get on your feet or whatever the case may be, that's not when you push people away. Especially if you have somebody in mind. Well, some of you, that person in mind would be more of something different. This is different. This is soulful. This is love. Make sure you're investing in the right person that's going to bring you happiness. Your future can evolve. Some of you might go into business together. Others of you, this can help quick start your business, but here's the thing too. If there's been sexual energy between you guys, because something already happened with this energy. It's almost like you have to decide love or money, or this one is choosing love or money. So it's almost like the feminine's not finding the balance here either. Maybe she feels like she's better off in this energy. Or maybe this energy feels like they're being brushed aside. I will tell you, with the Chariot and the Queen of Cups, this is triumphant energy. This is somebody who's also going to succeed in their life. I just don't know if you two will succeed together. I don't know if there's a karmic here. There's definitely a warning of karmic energy. Maybe this energy can't come forward because they're still holding on to pain. So how can they give you all of them? How can you get the complete Two of Cups if they're still holding on to pain? It's almost like somebody is saying, like, I'm not ready, but I see you in my future. I want you there. But it's no one's telling you this. It's just like somebody else is into knowing, inner knowing. I don't see you guys. I feel like this is other energies thinking about you. It could be your ancestors. It could be friends. Honestly, I think they just want the best for you. If it does come to some interaction with the Two of Cups here, and it's almost saying don't fear it. But I do sense fear. So the feminine here might be very fearful to put themselves in another situation with somebody in the midst of them trying to evolve themselves. These are energies that can lift each other up instead of bring themselves down. But it's almost like the two energies are separating themselves on purpose. And if destiny does interfere this week, listen to destiny. Listen, to your intuition, not the fear. Like, the fear could be blocking your intuition. Just remember who you are, what you love. Because this is somebody who knows how they want their future. So it's almost like you have two people that kind of know how they want to live out their future, live out their life. But it almost feels like, I don't know. Maybe somebody just avoided you or treated you like an option or doesn't have much to say, or they stay really quiet. I mean, you might be dealing with somebody who's, really not a communicator, but I think that's besides the point here, guys. It does definitely feel like a destined event. And it could just be you two pushing away from each other this week. Or it could be you two talking. I just hope it's not on the ethers. Because it's kind of telling me when this other energy comes in or comes towards you, It's almost like you got a lot of love for a certain situation here. And I don't know if you're trying to convince yourself that you're better off being single and working on your future and possibly not combining or trying to combine there. This doesn't, to me, this isn't, I'm getting like, okay, I'll match your energy. This is not what I'm getting. Well, it can in a good way, in the sense of, okay, you guys can all of a sudden be matching each other's energies, which would be amazing. It's almost like a quick start, but don't make quick money. Like it's the quick start, like a quick start. I'm Jiffy Pop, like it. I don't know. It's like you hold it over the fire. It's quick. It doesn't take long. Reflection, discovering who you are. Like, all right. I did want to do 2 reads. Let's close this one out. I'll probably come back for the second, but I'm not ready to close this one out yet. Hold on. Just make sure you're making the right decisions before you move forward. You have guilt. I release any belief that no longer assists my soul's growth and judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Someone could feel guilty about a judgment call they made. This could be you, making a judgment call. But it feels like you really are honestly doing the right thing for you. So don't get held up if somebody wants to come in and make you feel guilty too, guys. Because you might have somebody here. This could be an ex that wants to come in and try to make you feel guilty about something, and you end up making a wrong judgment call here, and your path is on hold. With this new full moon, I know there's like 2 major transits that would never be within these transits in the next 100 years. It's something like that. That's how important this energy has to go. So if you're holding on to an energy that's linked to those transits, you're fucked. You're fucked. I don't know how you see your way out of it. Like, you're fucked. It's almost like you just get cut off, like shut down. Not like mic drop, like, what the universe no longer has use for you. I would assume you're just a wallower, like a wanderer. Because there's something here that no longer assists your growth. There is a karmic situation here that is not good for, and can't move forward. You can't evolve if you're still holding on to past pain. And somebody else is interacting with this past pain. And, you think it's all good, but it is something that will disrupt a new connection. And that's why Spirit is making it very clear on the board that there is certain karmic energies that need to be shut down or brought to life this week if you're trying to evolve with an energy. Because if you hold yourself back and it's like, oh, we can stay friends, we can do this. You think so. But where did that get you? I've been there, done that. It took me a long time to cut certain people out. And when I do, it hurts. I get hurt. We get hurt. But we have to do what's best for us. So why the fuck are we keeping doors open to those people who hurt us? Or fucked you over? Or betrayed you? Betrayal's huge. Why? Because this does feel like a karmic energy that wants to make you... There is an energy here of guilt that is going to hold you back. If you don't make a judgment call to move forward or move something forward or express something, talk about something, if you don't make the right judgment call, you're off this path. And this path, there is a path here that is in the woman's favor, to be quite honest with you, moving forward. And I don't even know if you see it or not, but this has to do with your future. And they also want to make sure it's not linked to money in the sense of, oh, I know this person's going to make money, that'd be good. But, you know, like you really have protection here from, I'm hearing galactic, but it's something else. You have protection from, could be your own constellation, right? We are all stepping in a wave. So it is a little chaotic out there. This is also understanding that everybody takes a different path to get somewhere. This is also asking you to possibly understand a certain situation. But do be careful with this growth because somebody is being left behind here. Somebody needs to be left behind here. And if somebody is not left behind here, I don't know. This could be somebody, you know, like sister, brother, cousins. It doesn't have to be like a third party, people are sleeping together, but it's whatever it is, fucking karmic. Tempting taste with judgment. Indulgence opens a door. Moderation keeps it right. Indulge with care. Enjoy forever. So there is here long term, but there is a lot of passion. There's a lot of chemistry. You are going to have to find, somebody else is going to have to find a way to situate herself so it brings more security to a situation. Emotional security, not financial security. This is more of an emotional security type situation, which is so much better than a financial situation any day, if you ask me. If you can have both, congratulations. But this is something that can last forever. So whoever is seeing somebody in their future, you know, there is a really good chance that you're right. This is your person. It took you a hell of a long time to see it. Maybe there needed to be growth, but you Minga, just be careful. Tell me about this guilt, please. Because somebody here, something is not moving forward here with a karmic, which is beautiful, but it's iffy. Poker face, mask emotions, master deception, controlling the table, win the game, stay composed, hide your tells. See, you could have this energy over here too with that Emperor. So again, be careful because you do have a manipulating energy coming out on the board, which is unfortunate, but that's life. It's not the main concern here though. I think this would be energy that you would see right away. And then with this, you have abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire into physical reality. So you don't have to rely on this energy. This is basically telling me, you know, stay composed. It is what it is. No big deal, which is kind of the vibe I'm getting anyway. At this crossroads, it seems like somebody else's conflict more than yours. But I love that this is read like in the beginning of the read. But somebody is hiding how they feel. But this is also somebody who likes to, you know, control a certain situation here. Maybe this is somebody who feels guilty for hiding their feelings, or, you know, if somebody doesn't bring something, somebody's desiring somebody, and it's obviously more than just sex. But I don't know how it's being interpreted on all the other ends, right? So there could really be like guilt here for not, you know, telling somebody the truth, because there is a lot of desire here, and it does have to do with like future. It's not just a one and done scenario here, but somebody is keeping that from you. So if that's the case, you know, that road will be cut off today. That roadblock will be, maybe that roadblock went up today, you know, and somebody, there is like a roadblock, but love you more, but with time for the crossroads, choose your path wisely as this time as your junction appears, and it's very clear. Choosing the wrong person here, or not going after what you want here, will tamper with your growth, your own evolution, your own future. If two people have this type of desire and passion for each other, that is something you can enjoy forever. But there's nothing here saying forever. Well, there is when it comes to evolving. So as long as you know where you stand when it comes to your own future, then just work on that and continue on the path that's being presented to you. So that way there's calm and peace in your life. Let's get your best advice. Accept the best. Number 21 breaks down to 3. Have a good outlook on things. Try to be optimistic instead of pessimistic. Call on your joy guides. Yeah, this is again another 16, which is another 7. Spirit wants you happy in a certain situation. It's a team effort, you know, so as long as somebody's putting the effort into something, as long as you're putting the effort into something, your guides will be putting in effort as well. Don't put effort into something that is not feeding or giving back. There is a major change here, and it does bring happiness. So I wish you that happiness, because everyone deserves happiness. To feel happy, to be in your life and generally feel happy. You have insects. Vigilance is necessary at this time. Heed the warning. Butterflies. Here in the unknown, you will find the essence of who you really are and what magic awaits. So yeah, it's still until you find some type of balance. I don't want to say it like that, though. What deck is that again? Insects. Keywords: pest, obstacles, vigilance. Vigilance is necessary at this time. Heed the warning, and that's with that karmic energy. Pests such as insects and rodents can quickly spiral out of control if left unattended, weakening havoc on your hard work and destroying your harvest. Sometimes it happens right under your nose. The destruction only becomes visible when it's already too late. Yeah, see, someone needs to be really careful here with their next move. I hate to say it like that, but whatever happens for a reason. If you feel like something goes to shit, it's, it's your own thoughts, it's your own actions. This is okay, so becoming visible when it's already too late. Vigilance is necessary for your good crops. Otherwise, what was the small problem can cause something truly devastating. So again, something small can change your life just like that. This is a warning that something quickly is getting out of hand and requires your immediate attention. The larger problem is avoidable, but only if you take the steps now to get it under control. This situation may have drifted below the radar of the signs of what's lingering back of your mind. It could be something you haven't wanted to deal with or made a conscious decision to avoid. Small obstacles of any course. Typically, you know exactly what this is referring to, but feel free to pull an additional card if you are unsure. Make the most of your situation by opening your mind to new possibilities. Okay, so they're there. Possibilities are there, but it's a warning for somebody too, in the sense of if somebody chooses not to follow something they're passionate about or something they really want, and they're not incorporating other energies, it's going to be too late. And if you're choosing money first, like I said, some people, you'll get that money, but that money won't last you a lifetime. It's karmic. So if you're trying to make major life decisions right now, but you also know there's other things in your life that you want, and if you're not pursuing them, I guess that's I want to say it's okay. I'm not everybody's, I'm giving you the message. We all make our own mistakes. We all have our destined paths. This just feels more like exactly what this is, but allowing it to stay stagnant. And be careful, because there is a karmic energy that does want to come around and, scoop you right back in. And I did get you another card with the butterflies. So again, it just depends on if you know exactly what this is. This talks about breakthroughs, profound change. Here in the unknown, you will find the essence of who really you are when it comes to your magic. The humble caterpillar mounting melting down and rebuilding itself into a stunning butterfly is one of the most beautiful symbols of transformation I've ever seen. To talk about the extreme makeover, the caterpillar essentially digests itself with enzymes, crystal dissolving, yada yada. The caterpillar is willing to break itself down, which leads to profound change. It might be difficult, but you've outgrown a current state and it's time to set yourself free. Yeah, see, somebody's stuck in the same. I just hope it's not you guys and you move forward. You're in the midst of a profound breakthrough about this You are in the middle of this profound breakthrough that you're about to transcend your understanding to who you were until this point. Spiritual signs come so rarely in the form of huge flashing billboards. So in this case, you don't expect something truly dramatic to shake your way of being. Whether or not this has changed the result of a disastering event, or a happy coincidence is unknown at this point. Either way, your life will look completely different a year from now. Know that the results of what's happening in the upcoming months. Pay special attention to synchronicities and dreams as they are appearing to get your attention. They are your confirmation of what's happening and what's meant for you and what threads you should be continuing. Additionally, this card is validation of your desires to make more significant with a life change. Say yes when asking a question instead of no. So you could be talking yourself out of something here. Somebody else is talking themselves out of something here. At the end of the day, if you can find the balance, you can speak the truth. Something can grow. Do it. Don't hold off. Know what's karmic and what's not. Know what you want in your life, and if you know what you want in your life in some type of future, some type of
What do we got for headaches? Do we still have the like all the townhouse?
Do you want Motrin? I think Motrin worked better for you.
Oh no, it's like actually bad. It's like almost a migraine. It's almost there.
Yeah. I'll be done with YouTube in a minute. I'll come and see you.
Huh?
I'll be done in a minute. Are you swallowing it with no water?
Yeah, I've always done that. It's always okay.
What the actual fuck can you swallow it with water, please? Here in the unknown, you will find the essence of who you really are and what magic awaits. So definitely making the right decisions this week when it comes to what's best for you in regards to this situation. You know, you have an opportunity for something to grow here, but again, there might not be growth in a certain situation because you just don't want it there, or it's karmic and you know better, possibly. Love you more. It's, this poker face. This wanted to come out. This poker face. Stay composed. Hiding your tells. But it's like master deception. So I hope some of you are in that darker energy because it's going to give the ability for you to see something, but accept the gifts for the universe. This could come in, many different forms. Kind of looks like the caterpillar, even though it's the cornucopia. But listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Isn't that Bryan Adams or something? You will see what you mean to me. Holy shit, I haven't heard that song forever. So you could be linked through music. again. You know, either shut your options off or keep them open. You know, be willing to explore different energies here. I would definitely say. And also be prepared to release certain energies here, which is perfect timing with the full moon coming in as well. But this is also a start, like the start of somebody's future here. Future gain, prosperity, health, relationship, like your life path. I love you guys so much. I will be back, okay? Love you, love you. Hello? Yeah, hi.